is Steve Van Dett. I'm the city engineer for the city of Troy. In the 1970s, the city constructed a pond near the aquatic center for aesthetic and flood control purposes. After 35 years of bank erosion and sedimentation into the pond became so shallow that you could walk across it. We had 2 culverts under 2 roads that were failing, and we had a dam that was in a state of disrepair. This was a barrier to fish and other aquatic wildlife.
Ann Vara, I'm the executive director with the Clinton River Watershed Council. In this particular case, what was there before wasn't working. There was no pre-treatment, there was no slowing down of the water, so this particular engineering design allowed for that to help slow down that water.
The Clinton River has several beneficial use impairments, including degradation of fish and wildlife populations.
Working with our consultants, we found a solution that we think will become a model for future restoration elsewhere on the Clinton River watershed.
The project included the removal of an existing dam, removal of sediment in the detention basin behind City Hall, restoration of banks, native plants. What we were trying to create is a habitat for wildlife as well as fish passage.
It was another experiment to see how a stream forms under these conditions. And yes, it saved a lot of money because we didn't have to haul out all that material, which is costly for hauling and then finding a place to dispose of the materials as well. When the dam was removed, this whole area now is high and dry and is gradually vegetating, and a small stream is going through it. It's really sort of a microcosm of larger dam removal projects, but on a much smaller scale.
What the engineering firm did is sort of meander the stream. So instead of a straight shot, it meandered and sort of went through sort of like a treatment train through the different native plants, and it helped cool the system down and prevent it from a straight stormwater shot into the river.
So far it's a very positive outcome. Fish passage was an important part of this project because there's a dam in place, and the culverts that went under the roadways there in the Civic Center, those were also replaced because they were perched, so they were elevated so that fish couldn't move through the stream in that location. Without those impediments to fish movement, we did see that fish were swimming through the project area, which they had not been able to do before.
The Clinton River watershed is 760 square miles. It covers half of Oakland County and almost all of Macomb, and there are 1.5 million people that live in our watershed, which makes it the most populated watershed in the state of Michigan. The city of Troy is a very big city, and that area right in the public space is a great project for the public to view the right way to do things. And some of those aspects of that project they can take and bring right to their own home. You know, that's where it really needs to start, with the kids, educating the children, having them see that. Maybe they'll get lucky enough to see some fish swimming upstream in the city of Troy. That would be pretty cool.
We were successful in receiving a $985,000 grant through NOAA from the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative program.
The cost for this project was estimated at $1.5 million. This NOAA grant was going to contribute approximately $1 million, with the remaining amount covered by the city of Troy of $500,000. This results in $1 million savings for Troy by acquiring the NOAA grant.
When we get a grant, a proposal, we look to see, is this a team effort, who's on the team, and are they covering everything? This project had a good team.
Yeah, I think in this day and age, you can't work in a silo. You have to work regionally, and you have to work in partnership with a team of people and a team of experts that can help bring the project together.
The Aquatic Center project helped restore fish population and helped towards the goal of delisting the Clinton River from the EPA's area of concern.
It can be an example of what we can do elsewhere in the watershed.